Hey everyone, it's Angus here. I just thought I'd show you an easy way to get some new movie or TV show recommendations that you might not have seen before that ChatGPT can perhaps give you a little bit of help with. So what I do is I go to IMDb. If you have a different way of you know whether through Netflix or something like that, you can export a list of shows that you've rated. For me, I use IMDb. Probably most people might have heard of it. So I click on my username. I go down to my ratings, super simple, and this will then generate a list of all the shows that I've watched and what I've rated them. I'll click on the three little dots up here. You can see I've got 505 titles. I'm going to hit export, and it'll download a CSV for me. I can go to my browser. I can open up that CSV. I can go open up here, and then what I've got is a CSV of all the TV shows and movies that I've watched that I like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter this out a bit. I don't need these different columns. It's up to you, depending on what your skill level is, as to how easily you can manipulate this. But I'm just going to delete a whole bunch of stuff that I don't want. IMDb rating, runtime, years, genre. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of this. And so I've now left with my rating, the title, and what it is, whether it's a movie or a TV series or an IMDb rate, and what the IMDb rating is. There's numerous ways of doing this. You could, add filters. You could, just sort it normally. So I think I'll just try and do it, the simplest sort of way that I can suggest. So I'm just going to go up to data, and I'm going to go sort. And what I'm going to do is sort by the title type, because all I want is movies at this stage. So I'm going to go, my data has headers, and then I'm going to go add a level, and I'm going to say I want to sort by my rating because that's the thing that's most important to me. But then just so I don't end up in largest to smallest, but just so I don't end up with a whole bunch of tens and nines down here in no particular order, I'm then going to sort it by the IMDb rating. So if I rate something as an 8, it's going to also give me whatever the highest IMDb rating is as an 8, or as close to an 8 over other movies that I might have rated an 8 that everyone else might have rated a 6. So I'm going to go largest to smallest. Right, and so now I've got my list of movies, which is great, and they're sorted by my rating and then the IMDb rating, and so that's a good list. And I can go through this and I can do a bit of a cleanup. Sometimes it exports stuff, and I don't know what gives it these sort of titles. It's just something in the IMDb export. Going to go delete, and so I can see that I know that one there is Alien, because I know I've got Aliens somewhere up here. No, that must have been Aliens. Sorry, Aliens, because I can see Alien below. Aliens is one of my favourite movies. Scroll down, have a bit of a look. Oh, I'll just delete this one. It's actually a proper movie title, but I'll delete it. And so, because I don't want to give IMDb too much information, I'm only going to give it movies that I've rated, let's say a 6 or a 7 and above. So let's go delete whatever that one was. So 149 is things that I've rated a 7. So let's start from there and scroll up. And you'll get an error message if you've got too much data. So I'm just going to copy that. Going to go back to ChatGPT, and all I'm going to simply do is say, please give me a list of movies that I have. Let's make it simpler. Below is a list of movies that I have already seen, in order of my most to least liked. Could you please give me a list of 20 movies that I have not seen that I might like based on my list? Please let me know the IMDb rating, a short description, and the IMDb link. And then I'll paste in my list of movies. So just simply paste it, and then I'm going to hit enter and see what it comes back with. So it's saying, based on your list, here are 20 movies you might enjoy watching. It never gives me 20 movies because I think the query times out. But anyway, so you can see here it's saying The Dark Knight, rated 9, a bit of a description. Some of these I've seen, and I obviously just haven't rated them on IMDb. So the whole point of this is to generate a list of movies. You can see it looks like it's whatever reason it's timed out here, and you can simply say, please, suggest some more movies I have not seen based, on the same format as above. So it's going to say, here's 20 more. Sometimes it'll repeat them though, so you just got to go through them and work out which ones you've seen, which ones you haven't seen, which ones it's recommended, which one it hasn't. And so then what I do is I'll scroll up in a second. Some of these I've definitely seen. I just haven't put a rating in for them, which is just another good way of doing it. So I scroll up, and I'm just going to hit my Control key and left click. So see how at the top it's opening up in the new tab. And so this is just a really quick, easy way. I could go through and I could read the titles to see if I like them or not. But I think this is just a equally easy way of doing it. But you said you could read through the descriptions, so I've opened up those. I'll open up these ones. So it's interesting. You can see, Mad Max Fury Road 8.1. That wasn't in my list of movies. Social Network 7.7. Right, so that's a whole bunch of these opened up here. So The Dark Knight, I know I haven't seen this one. I just got sick of seeing all the the various repeats of Batman, and so I can see that I've got it in my watch list. So I've already clicked added to my watch list. Blade Runner 2049, I know I haven't seen that one. It's already in my watch list. The Prestige, no, I haven't seen that one. It's in my watch list. The Revenant, I know I have seen that one. So I've already marked that one as a 6. So remember in my settings that I only exported the movies that were a 7 or greater. So that's why ChatGPT has suggested this one, because I didn't give it a 7 or above. So I didn't tell it that I'd already watched this one. So close that one. Mad Max Fury Road. Again, I didn't like it that much. I'd seen all the original ones, so I gave this one a 4, whereas everyone else suggested that it's a lot better than what I thought. But that's again why ChatGPT suggested it, and didn't know that I'd already rated it. The Martian, it's suggested that, and I guess that's just a mistake that it's made. I wonder if The Martian was in my list. So if I have a quick look here, and I go find The Martian, so it's made a mistake on that one. So it suggested that one for no good reason, because I've already seen that one. Ex Machina, I know that I haven't seen for whatever reason, so I've added that one to my watch list before. Social Network 7.8, I haven't seen that one, so I'm going to go add to my watch list. And so that way I can come back to these and go through. I know I've seen this one, which is an 8 out of 10, so another one that it missed on the duplicates. Never saw The Godfather, just one of those movies that I just didn't have any interest in seeing, but maybe I'm wrong. I should add it to my watch list. I think it's probably one of the top rated movies on IMDb. Silence of the Lambs, I know I saw that one, years and years ago when it first came out. Didn't think it was great. Might give that one a 6. It just didn't interest me all that much. The Departed, I don't think I've seen that one. Have I seen that one? I don't think so. So let me go add to watch list. So I'll add that to my watch list. Born Identity, I've seen all those. They're probably about a 7 or so. Didn't think they were great, but not bad. Dark Knight, again, just don't care about all the Batman remakes that are out there, but I'll add it to my watch list just in case. How many times can you tell the same story of the same movie? Lord of the Rings, of course, I liked along with everyone else. Probably give it about an 8. 8. That obviously just means I haven't been in to rate it. Lord of the Rings, give it an 8. I probably should rewatch them at some stage. Right. And so now I'm, back at the ones that I've watched. And if I click on my watch list, I can now go through and, I've got 12 titles that I can now watch. I can say, sort them by IMDb rating, and, it just means that I can go and, watch some of these next time I'm looking for something to do. But I just thought it was a really good way of, if you've got a preference for westerns or I don't know, romances, or whatever it happens to be. Get your list of top 50 romances, top 50 westerns, top 50 sci-fi, whatever it is that you're into, and feed it into ChatGPT, and ask it to give you the IMDb rating, a description, and a link. So then you can go through and you can watch the previews and see if it's something that you do want to watch. So anyway, I just thought that might be of interest to someone other than myself. Thank you for